On this week's episode of our Roam, we got Crane Heating and Air Conditioning. This is a local HVAC company in Cincinnati. We're just going to go over a little bit about what's going on. So let's jump right into it. So first off, we got a schedule service, got a call to action right here, which is great. We scroll down. We got a video, talks a little bit about what ductless heating and cooling is. Then we scroll down. Tells them a little bit about them. You can have a brochure. Some of the things they have is like services like request a service, air quality, rebates, and then you have customer reviews. Awesome. We scroll down and we got a 404 error on their service area. I'm guessing this is a map that's not displaying, so something that could be worked on. They got some things that they want to prove and show that, hey, we're part of these different associations. Down here at the bottom, I always like having a little bit of a footer that just is like your number, your address, just some simple things. But I mean, it does look like it's simple and easy. One thing that I did check before going into the website, I was like, okay, do these work? Awesome, it does work. So with that being said, I looked at it, and it looks like they haven't posted in almost 3 years. I mean, it's something to consider, just saying, hey, let's look into this to at least start posting again. You might think, Facebook is dying or, social medias are dying, but people still utilize social media all the time. And it's also a great place if you wanted to do some ads, especially for a local company like an HVAC company. So going back to their website, I noticed they also don't have Instagram, just something to consider. Posting on those consistently make it really good for customers when they're looking you up. So I was scrolling over these and I noticed there's no drop down. So let's say they had certain services. So they have cleaning your furnace, or they have an update on your air conditioning and they're like, hey, we can double check your AC for this amount. Just different services that they have. They should be listed under like a services section. So I'm just gonna click About Us. One thing I did notice is it takes a little long. We'll look into that. So shrinking this picture down just for easeability for users would be something to consider. Let's go to FAQ. Looking at the URL structure, I like this right here where it's like Crane Heating and Air page FAQ. Like I said, I'd love to see services or what they have to give to their potential clients, and then the name of that service. That's something to consider to get a little bit better ranking. But overall, their site's okay. I mean, like I said, there's nothing too special. It's pretty simple, clean, sleek. So let's go into the Google My Business. I saw this was awesome. They got 246 Google reviews at a 4.7. Makes people feel warm and fuzzy inside. I noticed they could probably add in a little bit more information here just to make it a little bit bulkier. I like that there's these posting. It looks like 5 hours ago they did it. On August 1st they did it. So this is good. Consistency posting here in Google is always great. Got your LinkedIn and Facebook hooked up. So overall decent here. I mean, again, this makes me happy. Biggest thing is just, again, adding as much as you can in your Google My Business for your potential people to utilize. So let's go into some of their analytics. So just quickly, this is from July 2022. We see they got 277 organic keywords, 649 monthly traffic, 16 domain authority, and 452 backlinks. So I think this is awesome. Again, they were a little bit higher. I mean, they peaked a little bit in April, but it looks like they're a little bit higher than normal, maybe about average to where they're at, which I thought was good. Their domain authority could be a little bit higher, maybe in the 25 to 30 range, especially for a small local business. Let's look at their keywords. As we scroll down, most of the keywords they're ranking for: Crane air conditioner, Crane heating and air. Their name is what it is, which again, not a problem to have, but that's where most of their traffic is coming from. As we scroll down, again, it's mainly their name, and then from there, it's like heating and air conditioning near me. They're 58. AC Heat Company, 94. So it starts, their positioning for other keywords starts going down, right? Their top keywords, again, that they're ranking for are going to be for their name mainly. And so that's where they're getting most of their traffic, which again, having a brand or a specific type of company that you can utilize, having a name, get you some traffic, I mean, is an awesome thing. So let's go on to the next fact, which is about their speed. So their speed is a little slow. When I initially got on the website, it took, again, your largest contentful paint, meaning your biggest picture or thing that's the heaviest on your website, took 3.3 seconds to download or upload onto the page is what I'm saying. So this is something to consider when looking into, hey, how can we improve for their website, their speed. The next thing, again, I looked into performance, the way Google sees it. Again, took a long time for their first contentful paint. The time to interact took a long time. They have images that are in the incorrect format, reduced their JavaScript. I mean, some things to consider for opportunities to increase and help their speed overall. So that was something I noticed. One thing I did notice is their spam score is low, but they do have about 34 domains that are 61 to 70% spam likely. And we got 4 that are 71 to 80%. Again, we want this number to be around the 60% and keep these numbers, 10, 5, 2%, So just seeing this and scanning through it, I was like, hey, this is something to consider. We want less spammy backlinks. They don't have a ton, so now it's like get more potential good backlinks and then either, again, disavow these ones or start working on what your technique is for your link building. The next thing, this is just in their local area, specifically where they're at is right here. And you can see where they're ranking when you type in HVAC in Cincinnati. Again, there's different rankings, different positioning depending on where you look at it. Again, around their area, they're doing pretty well. That's where they're getting most of their traffic, I'm guessing, is in their area. But as you go further out, again, they want to rank for Cincinnati, right? I'm guessing HVAC in Cincinnati and some other big keywords that's going to get you more volume. That's something to consider. Rounding it out, I'm going to drag this in. So we're going to look at something that we always check, which is just up here. All right, perfect. So on this, we have a 50 out of 100 on WooRank. So I'm going to look at some of the errors and needs to improve. One thing for their sitemap visibility, which should probably be really easy to fix. Their mobile friendliness is poor, and I was like, interesting. I'm going to check into that, so we'll look into that into a moment. No schema anywhere on their website, which, again, you want schema markup for Google to be able to read, not necessarily people. They can cache some different areas, compress some images, format them in the proper way. Like I was talking that huge picture earlier. There's no custom 404 error, so if there is a 404 error, it just sends it to nowhere. That's not good. It says their backlink score is poor. It's doing okay, like I said, in their counter, like you said, like we were showing, 236 is what they show. And yeah, so that's just the quick on this. What I really cared about, because I was curious, what does their mobile look like, right? So I'm gonna minimize this, pull this up over here. So I was like, all right, let's see it. It's not. So that's one thing, easy thing to do, right? Getting this mobile friendly, because having it not mobile friendly, this just looks all blank. So when somebody's going on mobile trying to search for this website, it's going to be a bad experience for them, right? I just pulled up a local company here where we're at just to see if they had it. I'm like, okay. And then I pull it back out and I'm like, okay, yeah, it changes. So it's mobile friendly over here. This one stays exactly the same, no changes. So that's something to for sure improve on. Overall, like I said, it wasn't a bad website, wasn't great. Based off of everything, we'd probably give this a 5 out of 10 and definitely tons of points to improve. Thank you so much. And if you have a wonderful rest of your week, guys.